Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be presenting a quick overview on Arduino. This will really help you out while operating Arduino. Moving on to the session. First of all, let me ask one question. Whether Arduino will be helpful for our research work, especially if I am doing a research work on power electronics. How it helps? First one, you can generate maximum power point tracking algorithm, and also different type of algorithms can be generated with the help of Arduino. And also you can able to generate PWM with the different types. Moreover, it can sense the voltage level like ADC. And also it can sense the zeros and one, that is another specialty. And finally, it can communicate digitally even to the computer. So these are the peculiarities, and we can say that definitely Arduino can help our research work. Let us understand what is Arduino. It is basically an open source microcontroller development board. It is based on flexible, easy to use hardware and software. And of course, Arduino programs can done by using internet, interactive development environment, or you can call IDE. Short form is IDE. Moreover, the software used to create Arduino sketches is called, as I already explained, in integrated development environment, or else you can call interactive development environment. It is an elaboration of third point. Arduino can read the sensors and control the things like motor and the brightness of the lamp, etc. There are different varieties of Arduino which are available. First of all, Arduino Uno. This is more appropriate for beginners. Okay, the heart of Arduino Uno is made up of one microcontroller, that is Atmega 328P. That is an 8-bit microcontroller. Moreover, we can say that there are 14 digital inputs output pins. Okay. Moreover, we have 16 megahertz quartz crystal oscillator which is placed over Arduino Uno board. USB connection is provided. A power jacket. Okay, that's additional power supply, 12 volt, and ICSP header and set button is also included. Set button is for resetting the program. That is, we can say that if you want to reset a program, you have to press that set button. In the previous video, I have shown all the hardware details lively. ICSP means in-circuit serial program. ICSP is applicable for both USB as well as microcontroller. And the different varieties of Arduinos are as follows: Arduino Nano, Arduino Leonardo, then Arduino Lilypad, Arduino NG, Arduino Decimilla, then finally Arduino Duemillano. There are many more varieties. Okay, still technologies are going on. There is an upgradation always regarding this technology. We are going to use Arduino Uno. Since we are a beginner, better go for Arduino Uno only. It can be purchased via different websites like eBay, Amazon, etc. On an average, you will be getting the price of 500 Indian rupees. Moving on to the specifications of Arduino. The microcontroller, it is made up of Atmega, AVR Atmega 328P. Operating voltage is 5 volt. The recommended input voltage, that is in the range of 7 to 12 volt. Then maximum input voltage can be operated with a 20 volt. There are 14 digital pins, especially from that 14 pin, among 14, 6 pins are supportive for PWM. Then there are 6 analog pins. The flash memory is restricted to 32 KB. And also clock speed is restricted to 16 megahertz. If you measure the size of Arduino, you will get almost 2.7 into 2.1 inch. Overview of hardware of Arduino is given here. We have USB connection here, then LED, and whenever you are operating a program, it will start blinking. Then 14 digital input output pins. In that, you can able to observe the PWM pins. I will be pointing out. See, 11th pin, then 10th pin, 9th one, 6th, 5th, 3rd. So these are supportive for PWM pins. That means there are 6 numbers. So you can see the power indicator. Whenever USB is connected to Arduino, obviously the blinking, the on switch, that means on light will be there. Okay. Whenever you connect it to the Arduino to computer, immediately this start blinking. Okay. That is called power indicator. Then we have the reset button. So you can able to observe the reset button. This is your reset button. I'll be pointing out to you. So if you want to reset the program, it is definitely it helps out. This is the reset button. Then regarding the analog inputs, it will be starting from A0 to A5. Therefore, there are 6 analog pins. Then this is the DC voltage supply. Okay, you can observe DC voltage supply. These are the capacitors. You can see these are the aluminum based capacitor, electrolytic capacitor. And if you don't have USB power, you can go for DC, AC, DC adapter jack. Okay, maximum you can connect 12 volt, you can connect 12 volt DC. Okay, 12 volt DC can be directly connected over here. This is the voltage regulator IC. Then we have a crystal oscillator in the range of 16 megahertz, quartz crystal oscillator. So this is the USB connection. Okay. So this is the overview of hardware details. If you want, I will display the more information about the hardware in the upcoming slide. I have prepared one more slide regarding the entire details about hardware. You can go through that whenever you are getting free time. You can go through that. Okay. So this is the entire hardware details about Arduino. You can individually can go through that. This is actually the special jack. If the USB is not available, you can use this. Then these are the capacitors, regulators, then quartz crystal oscillator. Then you can able to see that is IC USB controller. We have the controller for this USB. Then USB port. Then reset button. Okay. Then ICSP for USB is available here. This is ICSP for USB. So ICSP I already explained in circuit serial programming. Similarly, we have one more ICSP that is for Atmega microcontroller. This is the heart of your particular Arduino. Okay. All the processing well. So basically a mini computer. We can say this is a mini computer. And these details about the power pins are given here. Okay. So we have 3.3 output volt and 5.5 5 volt output volt. Ground is also available. Okay. Then reset option. Similarly, we have the analog pins. It will be starting from A0 and ending to A5. Clear? So these are the importance of analog pins. And on the opposite side, you can observe the digital pins. You can observe. See, these are the digital pins. It will be starting from 0, ending to 30. Among that, 6 pins like 11, then 10, 6, 5, 3. These pins are supportive for definitely for PWM. Okay. Let us move on to further details. Okay, you can remember this hardware. Definitely, anyway, you are dealing with the Arduino. Obviously, you should understand the importance, especially those who are teaching about Arduino. You can explain these things to your students. So definitely, that will maintain the interest. Regarding the hardware, I have collected some more information. Okay, so all the details I have given like 1, 2, 3. I have mentioned the hardware components I have mentioned in this manner. Okay. So each and everything I have written over here. We can go through the slides. Reset button. What is the importance of reset button? This will restart any code that is loaded to the Arduino board. Then what is A reference? A reference. Second one is A reference. See, they have written over here AREF. Why it is required? That means A reference is a stand for analog reference and it is used to set the external reference voltage. What is the importance of ground pin? Third one. That is actually ground pin. Okay. Why ground pins are required? Actually, these belong to digital pins. There are a few ground pins on the Arduino and they will work on the same. So what is a digital input output pins? You can able to make input or output, depends on the coding. Pin 0 to 13 can be used as digital input or output pin. See, digital input output pins. This is directly written over here, digital. In that PWM means 11, 10, 9, 6, 5, 3. That is called a PWM. You can see the symbol also. By looking at the symbol, you will come to know that this is applicable for PWM generation. Correct? Then see, they have written directly over here, USB connection. So this is for USB connection. Sixth one, USB connection. Then TX and RX for transmission as well as receiver. That means transmit and receive data indication LEDs. The Atmega microcontroller, that is the brain of this particular Arduino development board. Okay, it is basically the heart of this hardware development board. Okay. Then eighth one is a power level indicator. Eighth one. Okay, you can see the eighth one. Ninth one. That is a power level indicator. Then 10th one will be voltage regulator. Okay, voltage regulator you can able to observe. See, this is the voltage regulator. So 10th one will be voltage regulator. Okay, so numbering will be somewhat different. Actually, it will be starting from 9 only. So 9, please correct it now. 9, 10, 11, likewise. Okay, this will be 12, then 13 and 14. You can update. There is a mistake. Okay, please update this. There is a minor mistake in the numbering. Please do update. Okay, hope you will update. Then 3.3 volt pin, 5 volt pin, ground pin, everything I have explained. Okay, you can go through that. Where is 3.3 pin? We have the two facility I already explained, 3.3 pin and 3.3 pin and 5C. You can see we have two facility. This is 5 volt pin. This will be 3.3 volt. That I already explained. Then ground pins. What are the importance of ground pins? You can see the ground pin where it is available. So this is actually the ground pins. Okay, two ground pins are available, especially for the power side. Clear? And the DC power jack. Why it is required? Whenever USB is not available, you can use this 11th one. That is DC power jack. Clear? So these are the importance of the hardware. And we have aluminum electrolytic capacitor, and the number is also specified. The operating voltage, it can be up to operated up to 250 volt. Similarly, voltage regulator IC number is AMS 1117. That also you can note down. In case you are going for an interview, this will help you out. Then 4A20 is a high permeability nickel zinc ferrite for use wideband in EMI suppression. This is for a 4A20, that is for EMI suppression. Okay, that means the frequency, operating frequency range is in between 10 to 300 megahertz. So these are the few hardware details that will fetch you to understand more on Arduino. Okay, that is required if you are attending for an interview or for your improving the knowledge. Regarding the software, as I told you that interactive development environment, you can use both C and CPP. Okay, C++, compiler C. Basically, you can call it a compiler C. Then it is more flexible. We can write and upload the programs here. And we have a text editor. It is quite simple to use that particular software. You can install the particular software by using the website. I'll prepare a separate video for downloading and installing Arduino. It is quite easy. Okay, you can download the latest version with free of cost. Then this is the window which you can observe. The main segments are void setup and void loop. This is a text editor. Okay, you can see the symbol of Arduino. There are two segments. First segment is void setup. Second one is a void loop. Okay, I have explained the importance of void setup and void loop in the previous session. And you can see the menu bar and the shortcuts, some shortcuts like verify, upload, new, open. These are the options which are available in the text editor. Result will be displayed over there. I mean, whether the program will be right or not, you can able to observe. Even serial monitor facilities also available here. You can able to observe. Suppose you are doing a program on LED on and off. You can able to understand 1010 likewise. You can able to verify from the serial monitor. Program should be written like this. There are two segments. First one is void loop. Okay. For example, I would like to blink an LED for a delay of 1 second. That means start from void loop. Okay. You are making a particular pin high. That means digital write pin comma high. That means turns pin on. And you will be maintaining a delay of 1 second. So here better to write millisecond, not in seconds. Okay. 1000 millisecond is nothing but 1 second. Okay. Pause for 1 second. Then digital write pin low. So you have to maintain the particular pin should be low after 1 second. Therefore, what you can write digital write pin low. That means the bulb will be automatically dim. Maintain a delay. That means this process will be repeated like on and off. Okay, this is a basic program, quite simple program among Arduino programs. So I have written one program over there. I would like to share the screen. Okay, that means I have given the name as LED. Okay, void setup. Then I have chosen the pin 13. Pin 13 as a high pin, output pin. Output I'll be collecting from pin 13. So in the void setup, I'll be assigning a pin. That means 13 will be assigned as an output. Therefore, afterwards, I'll be starting the looping statement to operate the program because I need to turn on and turn off LED continuously at a delay of 1 second. 1 second, or you can write 1000 millisecond. Both are right only. Both are correct only. So digital write 13 comma low. Similarly, maintain a delay of 1 second, or you can write 1000 millisecond over here. This one. Okay, I have mentioned directly. Then digital write 13 high. Okay, after 1 second, it become again on. And on afterwards, what is going to happen? You have to maintain a delay of 1 second. Okay, this program will be repeated. Okay, so this is the simplest program. You can try once. Okay, in the next session, what I'm going to do is I would like to do two things. First one, I'll be explaining how to install the particular software. And also I'll be showing lively or the practical demonstration how to do a program on LED blinking. Okay, it's a quite simple program. I'll try to explain as simple as possible. Okay, so stay tuned, keep learning. Finally, thank you very much for watching this video.